Hi folks, thanks for joining me. My name is Robin. Today we're going to look at how to play Scorpion Solitaire, the 4-suit version. I will be using an online game at solitaire-club.com. I'll put a link in the text below the video. Let's make a start. Okay, here we are on the homepage of solitaire-club.com. And if we scroll down, you can see the 4 solitaire variants. And today we're playing Scorpion Solitaire. And if I click on the play button here, it brings up the 3 difficulty levels, and we're playing the 4-suit version today. And immediately this thing comes up showing how to play Scorpion Solitaire, and just click on the tick to disappear that. Now I will click on this gear button over in the top right, and that will reveal this button here, which will expand the screen, which makes it a bit easier to see. Okay, and I'll just explain the other buttons. This button to the left restarts the game if necessary. The button next to it reverses your last move or last few moves, going back as far back as you wish. This is the settings button, and it reveals this X here, which you press to close down the game when you've finished. This button here starts and stops the music. This button, as we've already discussed, expands and contracts the screen. This one shows the hints. Okay, so the cards are dealt into these 7 columns. Some of the cards are hidden, and there's 3 cards in the top left of the screen, which you can reveal later in the game. Now, the object of the game is to arrange the cards in rank order in the 4 individual suits, so from King down to Ace. Now, in order to do this, you will need to reveal all of the hidden cards, and you reveal the hidden cards by moving the cards that are in front. But there are rules as to when you can move a card. You can only move a card if the receiving column is 1 higher and the same suit. So, for example, you could move this ace and its entourage onto the 2, because it's the same suit and the 2 is 1 higher. Let's see if there's any others we can see. Nothing else that's obvious. So let's do that to start with. Let's move this ace down here, and that turns over a card, 4 of diamonds. So you can move runs even where the runs are mixed, as they are here. The main thing is that the top card needs to be the same suit and 1 below the receiving card, or column. Okay, so what I do is I look at the top cards in these columns and see where I could possibly move these 2. Okay, so for us to move these cards out of the way, we would need, let's look at what we would need. So in this left-hand column, we would need a Queen of Hearts to receive the Jack of Hearts. Now, there is only 1 Queen of Hearts, and it could well be, as I think it is, that their Queen of Hearts is hidden. So that's going to be a problem unless the Queen is in one of these three columns. If the Queen is in here somewhere, then we can't solve this particular puzzle. But let's see how far we can go. So let's look at the next column, 4 of diamonds. So the 4 of diamonds has to go on a 5 of diamonds, and there is only one 5 of diamonds in this game. And again, I can't see the 5 of diamonds, so again it must be hidden. So we have to move on to the next column, which is 4 of spades. 4 of spades needs a 5 of spades. And wouldn't you know it, but the 5 of spades also appears to be hidden. So let's move on to the last column, 2 of clubs, which requires a 3 of clubs. Now there is the 3 of clubs down here. So in order to make that 3 of clubs available, we have to clear away the 6 and the 7. And the 6 has to go on a 7 of spades. That's the only thing it can go on. Now I can see the 7 of spades over here. So we would have to clear the 8 of hearts. And the 8 of hearts can only go on the 9 of hearts. And I can see the 9 of hearts is up here. Immediately below the 9 of hearts is the 6 of diamonds. The 6 of diamonds requires the 7 of diamonds. And I can see immediately below the 7 of diamonds is the ace of hearts. So we would need to move the ace of hearts onto the 2 of hearts. And again, there's only one 2 of hearts, so there's no point in looking any further. Beneath the 2 of hearts, there is the king of spades. Now, a king can only move into an empty column. So the only way we can create an empty column is by moving one of these 2 columns. We can't move this column because it already has a king in it. So we need to look at the 8 of clubs, which requires the 9 of clubs, or we need the 10 of hearts to receive this 9. So let's try and find the 9 of clubs and the 10 of hearts. Nine of clubs, I can't see it. Nine of clubs, 10 of hearts then. Okay, I can't see it. I can't see either of those. So I think at this stage, the only option I have is to turn over these 3 cards, because otherwise I don't think we can continue. So let's do that. Okay, and I'll just repeat the analysis just to see if that makes any difference. So the jack needs Queen of Hearts. Four needs 5 of diamonds. Okay, we do have a 5 of diamonds here. The 5 of diamonds requires the 6 of diamonds. And I can see the 6 is up here. So what we can do is move this queen onto the king. The 5 can go over here. the 4 can go over here, and that turns over another card. Hurrah! So let's and we can now move this Jack of Hearts onto the Queen, and that turns over another card. Okay, so for us to move this Jack of Spades, we need the Queen of Spades. Let's see if we can, and there's the Queen of Spades just here. For us to access that, we would need to move the 7 of clubs. The 7 of clubs requires the 8 of clubs. And there's the 8 of clubs up there. For us to access the 8 of clubs, we'd need to move the 10 of diamonds. The 10 requires the Jack of diamonds. And again, there's only one of them. Jack of diamonds. I can't see it. So I don't think we can go any further with that. Let's look next at this column here. This column here is headed by the Queen of Hearts. So we could put the Queen onto the King, but we would need to move this 7 out of the way first. 7 requires the 8 of diamonds, and I can see the 8 down here. So we would need to move this King out of the way first. And that would mean moving either the 8 of clubs, which would need the 9 of clubs. Let's see if we can find that. I can't see that. Or we'd need to move the 9 of hearts, which requires the 10 of hearts. I can't see that either. So it could be that it's under here somewhere. So let's look at the next column. 4 of spades requires the 5 of spades. So let's see if we can find that. I can't see it. I can't see it. So again, I'm presuming it's hidden somewhere. So the last one we might be able to do is the 2 of clubs. The 2 of clubs requires the 3 of clubs. And I can see the 3 down here. Immediately beneath it is the 6 of spades. And I can see the 6 of spades requires the 7 of spades. And I can see the 7 just here. Beneath it is the 8 of hearts. The 8 of hearts requires the 9 of hearts, so that we can move it out of the way. So can we see the 9 of hearts? Yes, it's up here. And immediately beneath it is the 6 of diamonds. And the 6 of diamonds requires the 7 of diamonds. I can see the 7 over here. Immediately beneath the 7 is the Ace of hearts. Ace of hearts requires the 2 of hearts. And I can see the 2 here. And beneath the 2 is a king. Now, I think we may be going around in circles here, but I don't think we can clear a column. So the only place we can put a king is an empty column. So I don't think we can go any further with this particular puzzle, I'm afraid. It is much harder to do when there are 4 suits, because there is just the one card that can accept another card, and that makes it that much harder. But I hope this game demonstrated how you play this game, and also showed how much harder it is. So I'm sorry we couldn't solve this particular game. Thanks for watching. Well, I hope you found that interesting. Watching the recording, I noticed I did make a mistake, but it would not have changed the course of history, I don't think. What it does show is how difficult it is to win this 4-card variation. Anyway, I hope you will try out the game and let me know how you get on in the comments below. If this was of use, please can you click the thumbs up and subscribe if you want to find this video again or see more material. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.